Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me start off with a question that I bet every one of you in this school have asked yourself. Why are there so many Koreans in this school? There are about 40 Korean students in our school, and an increasing number of Korean students are applying to St. Mark's. But why? It seems like there are many complex reasons. Some people say it's just a trend. Many people say it's for better education. Some also say that they're here to seek better education, seek better opportunities. Others say that it's to deviate from the intense stress in Korean education. Maybe all these reasons are correct. However, I think there is one strength of America in general, and especially St. Mark's, that allows people to find better education, better opportunities, and enjoy the lifestyle here. I believe that the fact that our community understands and values diverse interests and strengths is a fundamental reason why we are attracted to St. Mark's. Let me explain this a little further. Back in Korean middle school, I was that kid that your mama said not to hang around with. He's a trouble, some said, and most simply brushing aside in indifference. I was doomed. They whispered the strings of C's and D's alongside the sporadic B's decorating my report card, and I was swiftly shoved aside as those insignificant. My teachers never once asked me what I wanted to become, and no one bothered to ask for my parents' lack of motivation. No one wanted to know. Through cordial smiles, masking contempt and disapproval, I saw that I was invisible. On the other hand, it seemed like my brother, Ryan, was on the high road. Always on top of his homework and class projects, he never missed being top 5% of academics at his middle school. I must admit that when I heard other parents praising his academic honors, I grew incredibly jealous of him. So once I asked him, "Hey bro, how do you possibly enjoy all that work that the school forces you to do and do well with?" And Ryan, with his signature "I'm confused" move, replied, "You know what, I never really enjoyed the work. As you probably know, I'm into computer science and mathematics nowadays, and I lose time that I can spend on what I like because of all the superfluous homework. I do it only because I have to do it." Aside from realizing that I was an immature one, I was dumbfounded when I realized that neither Ryan, who was completing his task perfectly, nor I, who was not doing so well, appreciated the system because it rooted us to a road that neither of us wanted to travel on. We were on the opposite end of the spectrum. I was ardently searching for something that I might be interested in, something that would motivate and inspire me, while Ryan knew that computer science and mathematics was motivation for him. Nonetheless, neither Ryan nor I could look for or pursue something that was interesting to us. And now that I think about it, the American system of valuing diverse interests and strengths, and especially that of St. Mark's, has brought Ryan and I here to this community and to this moment. Even though this might sound like a story of only 2 Koreans among the 40 Korean students here, I don't think this is limited to Ryan and I. In fact, it is not only a story of Korean students, not only of international students, but a story of every student in this chapel. We identify ourselves with things like singing Octet, writing poems, playing basketball, and being part of the robotics team, which other communities may not have appreciated and could not provide opportunities as St. Mark's does. Therefore, the value of diverse strengths is a gift that every one of us has received. This gift, for me, has also been a gift of confidence. Knowing that we belong to a community that understands what we're doing and values it, allowed me to try new things and be progressive with confidence. Past summer vacation, I attended an academic program called Management and Technology Institute. For 3 weeks, I learned how to calculate the IPO price for tech startups, stared at Google's business model canvas for hours, and understood how the field of engineering management yields the most paying job opportunities. Perhaps they were right, the amazingly driven and intellectual crowd at the Management and Technology Institute, except that I couldn't quite understand just why I felt hollow inside. Incessantly pursuing capital and development with an apparent disregard towards utilitarian purposes and the common good, I couldn't help but to question the right and wrong. My gut doubted whether engineering and management was indeed a path for me, and I couldn't simply shake off the hesitation kindling within. In the end, after a long struggle and sleepless nights, I realized that I was much more interested in philosophy and physics, and decided that I would like to relish at least the 4 years of my college only through pure learning. I must admit that expressing my dramatic change in interests and goals to my friends and relatives was not an easy task. Every time a friend asked me, "Hey, I appreciate your choice, but can you find a job after you graduate from college?" I questioned if my choice was right, or if I was just being ignorant or childish. Exhausted with so many uncertainties, I often found myself wanting to go back to my prior place where it was safe and promising. Nonetheless, I choose to stick with my gut feeling and what I love because of what I experienced in this community right here. Looking around me, I find hope that some people might understand what I'm interested in and sympathize with me and value my passion towards philosophy and physics. Because that appreciation of diversity of values is what I came here for, and St. Mark's has never failed to provide me with the understanding and appreciation of my own road that I pursue. I once again have the confidence to pursue what I want. Having received such a big gift from our community, I also believe that we have a responsibility to live up to this gift and keep the gift happening, for that is our giving back to what we've been given. I believe that more students, whether they are international or not, will be coming to this school looking forward to the unique gift that our community provides us. Knowing that our community holds this unique gift, we should also realize that the system of valuing diverse interests is not something that's everlasting unless we work to preserve it. And I think the only way to maintain this gift is by accepting the gift and finding or pursuing something that you love to gain your confidence. Before I close this talk, I'd like to introduce a Korean word. It is one of my favorite words because I think it best represents a new direction that the Korean education is moving towards. Actually, I like to teach the word just like how our Mr. Berman teaches Tula Klizio every fall. If you don't mind, please follow me. Pa. Pa. Gyo. Gyo. Pagyo. Pagyo. Yes. Pagyo. Nowadays, we Koreans often use the word to describe things like the new hit song, Gangnam Style. However, something that is pagyo doesn't have to be sexy or wild like the song. Word by word, pa means to break, and kyo means a custom or a frame. Simply, pagyo means to break a frame or think outside the box. My ideal St. Mark's is a kyo. It's a frame that always allows individuals to pagyo, to break the frame in a positive way. If you can't find a solution within what is already established within our community, feel free to break from the frame and start something new and exciting. For example, the recent events by the GSA that encouraged us to rethink about our bias and perception, and in one of our own Mark Upton's Milk and Cookies, my personal favorite, which gave us not only tasty snacks, but tasty snacks that keep us awake throughout the day, but also introduced a small dining hall as a new place where many of us can communicate and have their time. In my opinion, small attempts to pagyo like this are the best ways that we can maintain the true gift of our community, again, valuing diverse interests and strengths. In the end, maybe I'm going back to a good old school motto, acapella. I know, it might be a cliche, but you gotta find and do what you do. However, coming from a community that did not appreciate or allow me to find or do what I love to do, I ask you to remember that we can do what we do only because we belong to a community that can understand, sympathize, and value what you are doing. And perhaps it is our responsibility to do what we love passionately with the support of our community in order to pass down the progressive warmth of our community. So, why are there so many Koreans here? Why are Ryan and I here? Well, why are you here? And how do you make sure that what we can hear for is still here for the students from any country who come after us? Remember the gift, and always hug up. Thank you.